Team, how are ya? It's so nice to be connecting with you again. I know it's been a little while, but I've got some fun things that I'm going to share with you over the next couple of months. Some really exciting projects. Ooh, and classes. I know it's been a while. Sorry about it. But I'm ready. I figured out my little routine of how I'm going to make this sustainable. Strategy in place. I used to hate that word strategy. It felt very blue brain. I see things like red brain and blue brain, and I'm a red girly. I'm sure you could tell. Team, before I dive into my little updates, I wanted to real quickly check in with you, make sure you're okay. Please send me a little message, whether that's privately or, down in the comment section of this video. I've actually been thriving over this past year since I came back from the Camino, which again, I will chat about that in a hot second. Since I came back from the Camino, I've really made more of an effort to gravitate towards what feels good and stay in that high vibe, high frequency, be a bit more selective about where I teach and why I'm teaching. And this community it housed, it's just changed my life. The best people are part of this community. I'm so glad that I get to experience the magic that happens in this room. If you are from Housed and you're watching, you know that I love you and you know that I appreciate so much the fact that you show up week to week and we get to create and share positive energy together through this thing called Pilates. So yeah, I'm in a really good place. Let's quickly chat about the Camino. So last year I went to Portugal and I walked to Spain on the Camino de Santiago. It took me about 2 weeks and it was one of the most amazing, enriching, and without sounding like a spiritual guru, it was a really healing experience. You get to let go of distraction for a hot minute and come back to yourself. It's something that I really truly believe that would benefit any and every person. I recorded my journey and I started creating vlogs. I was getting such amazing feedback from the first 2 episodes. I got stuck on my idea for the 3rd episode because I just felt like the content wasn't as filled with the highs and lows, the beautiful waves that a really great story has. And my perfectionism was just eating away at me. So I put it down, and then life, responsibilities, going back to teaching, this, that, whatever. So it was something that I kept picking up and putting down, and picking up, getting stuck, putting down, jumping to that episode and then coming back to this episode. It did definitely take me a while to be okay with just letting it come out as it has now. Maybe you can relate to that. Anyway, as I was creating the series, which is fully up online now, and I would love you to watch, even if you have no intention of doing a Camino, the energy of the series, it just really came alive.
You're not alone. Solidarity. We're all feeling it, and I'm sending you healing vibes. Listen to that playlist. There's some gems in there that have been really supportive as I kind of take my little break.
I just wanted to make sure that was put out into the world and it wasn't just fizzling, wasting away in my hard drive. So it was really important for me to make sure, for as long as it took, just make sure that the series was able to see the light of day. So check it out. I hope that you take something away from the series. I kind of guarantee that you will. And I say that super humbly because the experiences, the people, all of their energy, I feel like I've captured it because it's meant to then be shared. So yeah, enjoy. Okay, let's move on to the future and what is about to unfold. Number 1, classes are coming back. So excited for that. I recently went to Bali. I was there for just a couple of days to batch film some classes for you. Exhale, twist. That. Isn't that cleaner? Everybody go 3 more. I think that might be the cleaner of the villa. Calm down. They can come back. We're doing something important. We're doing Pilates, okay? Let's take your bicep curl now. So you're down on the floor. They're ready to roll out on a weekly basis. The one change, it's kind of a major change, in order to keep these classes sustainable, I did have to give up music. It is a really time-consuming task, so I've sacrificed that in the name of consistency. I know you're still gonna feel the sparkle, the positive energy, the sass, like all of that's still there. Just want you to pop your own tunes on for the time being. And then alongside a weekly Pilates class on YouTube, I'm also gonna be sharing a weekly episode of Chit Chat PoP, this podcast that I have been creating mostly in this little corner of Housed with some of my favorite people of the Pilates world. The thing that I really love the most about Pilates is the people that it attracts. It's a very holistic experience, and that experience draws a certain kind of person. And those people tend to be really wholesome and amazing. And I'm so blessed that I've been able to practice and move with many of these people in this very room. And I wanted to chit chat with them because we do a little bit of that during class, but it's just been so nice here at House to be able to take those conversations and move them into the hallway or upstairs into the gym space and now into the podcast as well. Just disclaimer, this series is fully self-produced. Housed, the brand and the gym business has nothing to do with this podcast. However, it is absolutely in my wildest dreams and hopes that for season 2, Housed will sponsor this podcast. I think sometimes you got to be audacious and you got to put your energy out there, put your intentions out there. And I absolutely want to say that, like straight up. That's my goal. I just know you're gonna love the episodes. There is something for everybody. It's not strictly a Pilates podcast. The common thread is just that everybody that I interview, that I have a chit chat with, has come from my Pilates world, whether that is Housed or another part of my Pilates timeline. We, of course, have Pilates instructors on here and we get some really honest insight into what the career path is like. But then we also have, for example, Jessie, episode 1 with Jessie, our head of content here at Housed. We deep dive into the world of content creation, what that looks like as a career and how to monetize that. We play games. We have deep chats about vulnerabilities. Every episode is quite different because I wanted to lead with who the people are and what their stories and backgrounds are and expand on that. It's really fun. There is also a skit somewhere down the line in the series that is just like, I got to live my little creative director dreams, and that was really fun to film. It's very Jess, it's very sparkly, but it's also very authentic to the people that come on this podcast. And if they are from Housed and you are watching the episodes and you're from Housed, I really hope if you cross paths with these people on the gym floor or in the hallways, I hope that you connect with them and you say hi and you tell them that you watched their episode and whatever you took away from that. Like, we'd just love to create that energy and that sort of communication radiating out of this podcast. So yeah, we go on some fun adventures too. Like, it's just so fun. It's so fun. That's all I can say, really, to summarize. It's just a whole lot of fun. So I cannot wait to start bringing all of this new content out for you. It'll take us right up until the end of the year, and then yeah, we'll see what happens in the new year. The easiest way to support, if you are vibing the classes or you're really loving the podcast, the easiest way to support is to engage with the videos. Drop a little comment or like the videos, send them to a friend. These small little things really truly make a massive impact. thank you in advance for just being so open to what I have to share here. Yeah, that's it. That's all my updates. Thanks for listening to my yaps. I'm all right at it, aren't I? She can yap. She'll be fine with the podcast. If there's anything you want to share with me, you have any suggestions for future episodes, season 2 of the podcast, or any particular classes, you want to do like a push-up challenge, or I don't know. If you got any suggestions, let me know. My DMs are always open. You can reach me here on YouTube or over on Instagram at Jess Casually. That's it. I'm gonna let you live your life now. Thanks so much for listening and hanging out here with me. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you on the mat and in the podcast chair really, really soon.